JC here again for RetireCheap.Asia. You know, my goal is always to have you feel certain. Certainty is a really important part of life, especially as we get older. Certainty is really important. And one of the things I have a lot of questions about is about medical. Because as we get older, of course, we're going to need maybe more medical care. So what I wanted to talk about, I got specific questions about insurance, health insurance. You know, people don't know whether they should continue to pay insurance premiums back home or just go ahead and scrap that and pick up insurance over here. Now, there's actuary tables for insurance companies, okay? And so if you look at those, what you're going to notice, of course, is the younger we are, the less insurance or less medical costs we incur. So if you're young and you wanted to actually come over here and retire at the age of 45 like I did, you could actually just put a little bit of money away every month, and after a year or two you'd have more than enough to actually have any kind of malady taken care of. Now I say any malady. My wife actually had emergency appendectomy, and this was at Bangkok Pattaya Hospital. Now this was about 4 years ago, and so it only cost the equivalent of about 35,000 baht, and this was going in for an emergency room checkup where they determined that she was having appendicitis and going ahead and having it taken care of. I think she spent 2 days in the hospital. Okay, so that cost 35,000 baht, which was over $1,000, a little bit over $1,000. So when you hear these figures, equate these figures that I'm going to give you about insurance to that cost. And if you look up Bangkok Pattaya Hospital, you'll see it's like a 5-star resort. So, okay, now this is within a company called Bupa. Now if you're from the UK, you'll probably recognize that name, but it's a very well-renowned worldwide insurance company. So this is, now I'm going to give you quotes. Now if you want more detailed information, you probably have to go to our membership section. I'm going to create conversations about a lot of topics, and insurance will be one of them, and we'll go into details. But just as a general rule here, if you're between the age of 51 and 60 years old, and I use 51 because you can actually get a retirement visa over here at the age of 50, okay? It's 63,000 to 90,000 is the cost of the premium, okay, and that determines by age. Now 63,000 a year in baht would be $2,100 for a year's worth of coverage, and that goes all the way to 90,000 baht, which is $3,000, and that's 12 months. If you divided that up by 12, you get a monthly premium amount. What that gives you is between 1 million and 5 million in coverage, and that's in baht. So that gives you between $33,000 and $166,000 in coverage. Included with that is up to 25,000 baht in outpatient medical care as well, and it comes to $833. Now, the average outpatient amounts that I've spent for a doctor and everything ends up being, you know, 200 or 300 baht. So you're talking $800 worth. I mean, yeah. So you're talking about 25,000 baht, and we're talking so. Oh, and I think that gives you up to 30 visits. So there you go. Now, what I want you to understand is if you equate appendicitis with a little over $1,000, and you're going to get up to 33,000, that gives you quite a leeway for medical care. Okay, so I hope this has been helpful. This is what you get for insurance over here. So if that answers your question, I'm really happy. For me, what I feel is if you're young enough, just put money away every month. If you put, you know, $500 or $300 away, over the years you have enough to cover heart surgery. You know, if you're getting up there in age, you know, put a little bit away every month and pay for a premium like this, and you're covered over here, no problem. So remember, there's always an option.